Hey class, this is Emily Casterline with our first discussion board. I'll be speaking a little quietly because my family's sleeping. So let's get into it. How has the internet contributed to the rise of post-Christian spirituality? And how can it contribute to the advancing of the kingdom? Now, the internet is most definitely has contributed to the rise of post-Christian spirituality. Two main faults I'll start with is that the church's past is fully recorded on the internet. There's no escaping it. People see it. And since the internet, social media platforms are not owned by Christians, they want to proliferate those faults. So everyone will see it, everyone judges and sees that it's bad and turns away. The other thing is that the internet, social media platforms also proliferates other religions or ideologies, philosophies, that promote selfish and comfortable ways of life and living and of salvation. And who wants to leave that? Who wants to leave comfort? Who wants to leave an ideology that leaves them at the center of the world? Now, another reason why the internet, two other reasons why the internet how the internet has given to the post-Christian spirituality is that it proliferates lies about God, Jesus, Christianity, and some of it's in light of those mistakes that they have seen the Christian church that has happened in the Christian church. And also, many people are hurt. In the beginning, they are hurt by the Christian church. They are hurt by the believers of God. They are wounded and something that they haven't recovered from. And when you start from that place of ache and pain and bitterness, without Jesus to help you along, you go down a very deep rabbit hole, and you will seek and live to point out every single mistake, every single wrong. And that is rather unhealthy, but it is natural. Now, can Christians use social media to further the kingdom of God? Absolutely. In fact, I believe that Christians who are not using online platforms, I believe they're actually being unfaithful stewards, because God has gifted us this tool to spread the gospel all around the world through this tool, and it is a shame if we do not use it. God calls us to be as shrewd as serpents and innocent as doves. And as also in the passage of the talents, God gives us gifts. God gives us abilities and talents for a reason. And he wants us to respect those gifts that he gives us by using them for his glory. Now, in the past, as White has noted, Christians have been wise in using their modern technology to spread the gospel. We see Billy Graham, who was one of the first to use television and then in turn created his own television studio dedicated to spreading the kingdom of God. And then we also have Charles Fuller and Amy McPherson. They use the radio, today we have social media apps: Facebook, Instagram, X, Twitter, YouTube, and so much more. And right now they're all full of the preaching of the gospel and teachings and fun facts for those who have short attention span, like Gen Z and Gen Alpha. The next step is to go to the metaverse. Now, I know you're uncomfortable with the metaverse. I know I'm uncomfortable with the metaverse. Yes, Zuckerberg is collecting data and spying on us. But we must remember, where light does not go, darkness reigns. And sadly, there are many dangers on the metaverse. And there will be people who will live there. They'll be consumed by the metaverse, by the being online, being disconnected from reality and people, and it's very isolating and lonely. But this is a big problem, and I'm not condoning or saying Christians should live online. I'm not condoning this, but I am saying that Christ meets us where we're at and where we should go, where people are hurting and where people need Christ, need the love of Christ, the patience of Christ, the protection of Christ. Okay. And by this, we should join the metaverse and, yes, be wise, but most of all, share the love of Christ. And don't worry if people don't accept it when we first share. God will use it as a seed, if He wills, to grow and to give the fruit of salvation. Thank you so much for listening. Can't wait to hear what all of y'all have to say. Blessings.